Hey YouTube, longtime eBay seller here, over 6 years experience, and I run over $250,000 a year in sales. And I would like to bring to you what I found today. I made my morning post office run, and on the way back, I saw a sign that said estate sale. Well, I can't hardly turn down an estate sale or a garage sale. My car just automatically veers that way. So, anyway, so I popped in there and I had to wait about 10 minutes for them to open the doors, and I got in there, and lo and behold, I came across some absolute great vintage clothing finds. And so I want to share a few of the things that I found with you. First of all, I found these. Now this just looks like an ordinary plain men's shirt, right? There was a whole bundle of them right here, still sealed in this package, right? I opened this package here to get these shirts out, all right? And what these shirts are, let's see if I can get you the brand here. I don't know if you can see that right there. This is a vintage Elbaco brand, and what these are these are United States Post Office shirts from the 1970s. Has the United States Post Office patch on there. Every single one of these, I've got probably about 20 of them, and I got these for $2 a piece. These will probably sell somewhere between, I'm gonna say roughly $40 a piece, and with shipping. So anyway, so I got that bundle of those old vintage post office shirts. Like I said, I got about 20 of them. Cost me $40, and they'll sell for like $40 a piece. And I got 20 of them, so that's like $800. So that's the first of it. So the next thing I found was a vintage college satin jacket. It's not a big college, it's a smaller college, Charleston State, down in Stephenville, Texas. It's a branch of Texas A&M, or affiliated with Texas A&M. But anyway, a vintage college jacket. This will sell well. Somebody will want this. I haven't decided on a price yet. Another thing I got was this vintage 1970s United States Post Office letter carrier coat, winter coat. This thing is nice. It's got the good original Talon zippers, and if you're not familiar with zippers, sometimes you can date clothing by the zippers, because if I remember correctly, in the 70s and earlier, there were only like two main zipper manufacturers in the United States. One of them was Talon, and this is a Talon zipper. And if you will go onto Google and pull up Talon, dating a Talon zipper, it will show you the different designs with the logo and all that, and you can date a piece of clothing by the design of the zipper. I had picked up a coat a few months ago that was I dated the zipper, and it showed it was from the 1930s, and I ended up selling that. Oh, it was a bin store find, so I paid like $2 for it, and I sold it for $2.50 a week after I listed it. But anyway, I have this. That's how you can date one through zippers. So Google that, and it'll pull them up, and then like every 5 years or so, they've changed their design, and you can dial down on a piece of clothing and kind of know what era it's from. But anyway, so this is a USA made postal coat. I've got this on sale for $199. Next thing I found was this. This is a brand called Comfy. You see this right here? You see these tags? When you see these tags like this white tag right here, and this USA made, that's vintage. When you have these old white tags like that, and not that printed on stuff, that's vintage. That's what you look for. And this is a women's long goose down full zip coat. All right, it's goose down, and this is the YKK zipper, so it's not super old, but I believe that was the two main zipper brands, YKK and Talon, and I think the YKK is like the only zipper manufacturer now, or the main zipper manufacturer though. But anyway, Google will explain all that when you go and look it up. So this is probably an 80s jacket or so. Anyway, good find. I'm gonna sell this one here for $50. So I have some other things that I put in the wash. A couple vintage T-shirts, a couple other vintage, some old Towncraft, which was a J.C. Penney's brand dress shirts. They're in excellent shape. They're plain, but they're vintage 70s. A couple of vintage flannel Towncraft shirts, and a couple of women's embroidered denim shirts from the 70s. So one of them's an old Gloria Vanderbilt denim shirt with her embroidered logo from the 80s. So I haven't looked those up. Say I've got those in the wash. But anyway, I just want to pass on some bolos. That's some bolos here. When you get in this vintage clothing, don't overlook a uniform, whether it's military or post office or anything like that. Now, be aware that current post office clothing, current military wear, that's especially if it's less than 10 years old, you cannot sell that. You could have a bureau filed against you, or even eBay could take you down. So make sure when you purchase a military or postal service uniform that it is an older one that you can sell as a vintage clothing that's no longer in their current repertoire of what they wear. Military clothing, you can tell by the camouflage pattern. You can date one by the camouflage pattern because they've changed them every 10 years or so. And that'll help you date it once you learn those things. But anyway, just a few things to look for. Don't pass up estate sales, especially, man, I hit an estate sale. So I'm a clothing seller. First thing I do is I run to that closet, man. I'm in that closet digging around. And there were so many clothing. There was 3 closets filled with vintage clothing. And I spent $100 and got all this stuff. And I've got well over $1,000 worth of items to sell for $100. I'll take that return on investment any day of the week. And there were so many more clothing pieces in there, and I didn't. Most of it was women's clothing, and I'm not a big women's clothing seller. And there was a bunch of old Girl Scout uniforms. They wanted a little bit too much for the Girl Scout uniforms. They were old, but they were really wanting about what they would sell for on eBay. And that's another thing, another bolo for you. Boy Scout, Girl Scout uniforms, officials gear sells really well, and especially the old stuff, high value. So keep a lookout for that. So, all right, hey, just a couple things for you this week. I'm going to get this video finished up. I got a big fishing tournament coming up this week, so I'm going to be on the lake this weekend. And next weekend, got 2 tournaments coming up. So, all right, hey, good luck selling out there. Q4 is upon us. Election's over. People should be opening their wallets, buying for Christmas, let's hope. Got fingers crossed, eBay sales pick up. All right, y'all have a good day. Good luck selling on eBay.